Mirabai, retold by Vinita Ramchandani, narrated by Shobha Tarur Srinivasan.
Mirabai. The characters. Meera, princess and wife of Raja Bhojraj, she falls in love with a god and remains true in her devotion till the end. Rao Dudaji, Meera's grandfather, who looks after her after her mother's death. Raja Bhojraj of Chittor, the eldest son of Rana Sangha, Meera's husband, is king of a Rajput territory. He tries hard to earn Meera's affection but fails. Uda, Raja Bhojraj's sister and Meera's adversary. Younger than Meera, she expects a friend in her, but a thoughtless remark from Meera turns her into a difficult relative. Ratan Kunwar Jhali, Raja Bhojraj's mother and wise administrator of the kingdom. As long as she is around, Meera has a powerful ally. Krishna, present through the story and life of Meera as her god, lord and friend. As Meera realizes, call him and he is there. Meerabai. The maid ran her hands through the long thick hair, and 4-year-old Meera enjoyed the hair massage that was part of her morning ritual. She loved it when her hair was loosened and perfumed oils were tipped on to her scalp. The luxury of the sensation was always short. Then a tight braid would be made, and flowers would be arranged, and a silken stole would be wound around her hair with a bunch of fine carved wooden sticks to keep all of this in place. The travails of being a princess, a Rajkumari. Somewhere, a sitar was being played, and Meera stopped fidgeting. The musicians were playing a bhajan, and she shut her eyes. I love this time of the day, she said softly, to no one in particular. But the maid smiled, because everyone in the palace knew how Meera loved music. As the music played on, Meera could not help singing. From a soft humming it grew. Eyes shut, she sang, and the maid stopped braiding her hair. You have a voice sweeter than a koel, the maid said, sighing, her eyes filling with tears. But Meera barely heard her. She sang. Then from afar came the distant sound of drums. The maid rose and ran. Come, princess, she called as she ran. Drums! Drums could mean anything, but whatever it was, it definitely meant celebrations. Come! The sound of drums grew louder and insistent. Even the musicians seemed distracted by the sound, for the sitar strain stopped. Meera rose and ran to the west window. Anything that happened, anything that was important had to pass the palace gates. There, behind the latticed palace window, hidden from the world, the women folk of the palace watched the events unobserved. They felt free to giggle and pass snide comments in the security of the space. Meera's mother was already there, along with her maids. Carry me, cried Meera. A barat, said the Rani. Meera's mother and father, Rao Ratan Singh, while royal, were not the king and queen who ruled Marwar. Meera's grandfather, Rao Dudaji, had decided to retire and had chosen to hand over the throne, its trials and pleasures, to his eldest son Vikram Deo. Can you see the bridegroom's face? Asked one of the women. You can always tell the age of the bridegroom by the way he sits astride a horse, the women laughed. Is it? Asked another. And how did your beloved sit? Pray tell us. After all, he has... Hush now, said Meera's mother. I cannot believe this talk. But even she wore a smile on her face. Ranima, said Meera, still being held by her maid, and still craning to look at the dancing members of the barat. Where is my bridegroom? Now everyone laughed at the little girl. It was a time when children were promised in marriage at a young age
Sample complete. Ready to continue?